Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio, episode 339. And I want to thank everybody who tuned in, everybody who's on the live chat, everybody who decided not to be on the live chat, everybody who's liking, disliking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. I just want to thank all of you guys because this show is made possible because of you. So let's have fun tonight, you guys. Just a quick reminder, if you guys didn't get a chance to watch News with Norbies, definitely check that out. These are some of the episodes that you guys might have missed. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch Alex's birthday, that shit was hilarious. Definitely go back and check that out. He made his podcasting debut by, giving him his own show. So you know what I'm doing? I'm going to try to work out a show where we could bring Alex in. I'm thinking about the name Cervantes Enterprise. So every time you guys hear that, you guys know it's his show, okay? We got a couple of News of Norbies, and then we had, once again, about 2 weeks ago, MC8. I got somebody coming through eventually this month, a real surprise guest, and this guy is a West Coast legend from the Bay Area. But we'll get to that, okay? Other than that, I want to wish Magic Girl, Forever Genesis, a happy birthday month. Her birthday is May 17th. But what we're doing now, we're just celebrating the whole damn month. We're not waiting for that one day. So it's her birthday month. If you guys see her on the live chat, hit her up, show her Cash App some love. Isn't that what we talked about the other day, Alex? Show her Cash App some love. Anyways, her record's almost done. Once again, being mixed down by the one and only West Coast legend, Tony Gonzalez. So other than that, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it tonight. I'm very excited for this one. For some reason, I just said when he first walked in, he reminds me a lot of High C. And they happen to be from the same place. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce Pablo El Chapo. How you doing, my bro?
All good, man.
I'm glad you're here, man.
Glad to be invited. I appreciate it, bro. I fuck with the whole setup.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as you walked in, what did I say? I said, man, you remind me of my boy High C.
For sure.
And then we said, I go, he's from Louisiana, Baton Rouge. And then you said, I'm from Baton Rouge.
For sure.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. We'll start there. Did you grow up there? Were you born there? Is that where you're originally from?
I was born in Cali.
Okay.
I was born in San Diego.
Okay.
You hear me? And I moved to, my grandma and them from LA. Then they moved to San Diego.
Okay.
So I was born there. Then I moved to Baton Rouge at 5.
At 5?
At 5, yeah. Me and my brothers.
And how long were you there for?
Till graduate. Shit. I graduated, then I moved back to Cali. But I always been back and forth. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? And I've often said this, out of all the places that I've traveled, I've always said that for some reason, Baton Rouge has some of the nicest people I've ever met.
Man, you must have went back in the day.
Yeah. Why? What's the matter now?
I'm just saying shit different now.
No shit.
I mean, the older people, older crowd, shit like that. But
yeah. I was sharing with you that when I first went out there, I was introduced to the 64 ounce, not the 40 ounce.
Right.
The 64 ounce. We were out there for 7 days. It was Baton Rouge, and then we went to another town, I believe it's called New Roads.
New Roads. I made a lot of, shout out to New Roads. Shout out to my dog Bird and my nigga Jig from New Roads, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I made a lot of money in New Roads. So shout out to New Roads.
Well, this is how I got introduced to the 64 ounce. My boy High C tells me, his name's Crawford Wilkerson. He says, come on, let's go to LSU. Let's go hang out over there.
Right.
So we went to LSU and we met some girls outside.
Right.
And they had the old English, big ass moonshine bottle, 64 ounces.
For
and
sure.
They were drinking that during the day.
What year was this?
92.
92, you was on LSU campus in 92. You brave.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't go there right now. It's 2024.
It was all love, though. And then they were like, well, where you from? And I'm
right.
like, I'm from LA, I'm from a city.
You had the LA swag, so you won.
For Wilmington, I'm from a city for Wilmington. You going to drink with us or what? And I was like, I don't know about all that during the day. What? Like, you ain't down. Like, fuck it. I was challenged, so there I was drinking some old English.
Oh, for sure.
That
64, that's that throwback. That's that.
And that was the first time I tasted gumbo and I fell in love.
Gumbo different.
Yeah.
Everything different. The gumbo, seafood, the season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The people, the environment.
Now, when you were out there, what years were those?
This was I'm about to get y'all my age a little bit. You heard me?
Okay.
This was 94.
Okay.
When I moved to Baton Rouge, you heard me? Me and my brothers. And we moved there. So
Okay.
from 94 and I graduated 2006. And then I came to Cali.
Okay.
But I got in some trouble, legal shit.
Yeah.
And nigga had to shake and shit like that. And, you know, been back and forth and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Did the little army thing. Like I went to jail in the army, put out, then went, you know? So,
Okay.
So really like 13 years strong, but then back and forth, you know?
Okay. Now you said you were in the army, so obviously you signed up for the service. What made you want to sign up for the military?
Man, long story shit, really and truly, I used to rob a lot. You heard me? At a young age, 17. So we came to Cali robbing and shit. My nigga put me on the rope, and that's, you know, they got caught, shit like that. So my older brother was locked up already. My oldest brother was locked up, and then my second brother got locked up. They gave him 6 years, 4 at first, but he ain't rat on my DNA, so it gave him 6. So my mama shot me out. So shit like that. So it really got worse as far as karma, shit like that, you know?
Okay.
You know how they go.
Yeah.
And a lot of shit more piled up, so.
Okay. Now, when you moved to Baton Rouge, did you move out there with family?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I moved with my step people.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Growing up there as a youngster, you said at 5 you moved out there. Mm-hmm. What type of music was being played in your home? Like you growing up and listening?
Pop.
Really?
Pop. My pops, my step pops, you heard me? He loved it Too Short. Okay. He loved it Too Short, old school music as far as like Houdini.
Okay.
Shit like that, you know, LL Cool J. So that's really how I got my love of rap, because I used to listen to the old records he'll play. But he loved it, new NWA, and he really loved Too Short. You heard me? So he was real big on Too Short. So, and then that's really what I fell in love with rap as far as hearing Too Short on some shit.
What was it about Too Short that you gravitated towards?
The beats, and then the slow cadence, the tone, shit like that. And then what he was rapping about, I really was seeing this shit. Even though I was young, This is what I'm seeing in Baton Rouge. I'm from East Baton Rouge, you heard me? Scotlandville. So we one of the most poverty spot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now let me ask you this, for the people that may not have ever visited Louisiana, more specifically Baton Rouge. Growing up, was there any artists from out there that were banging, that maybe
gang banging?
No. What I mean by like their music was popping.
Yeah.
But maybe it never made it out here this far?
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to, for sure. But my nigga, he made it, but he didn't keep it going. But he put blessed a lot of people on. So yeah, CeeLo, concentration camp, CeeLo. That's who signed Boosie as a young artist, and that's who put Boosie in the game. You heard me? So yeah, shout out to CeeLo. He on my first album.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. And now you say you moved out there with your brother.
I moved out there with my brothers.
Now, did they rap at all?
Nah, my brother didn't rap at all. They didn't rap it. And, you know, I'm black and Mexican. You know what I'm saying? So my mama Mexican, my daddy black. So really, we was more on, we had to fight a lot. I had to fight a lot. You know what I'm saying?
And why is that?
Man, you know how this shit go. Just really, bitches liking a nigga, niggas was hating, or they just didn't like us, or we was just, and then I was just aggressive anyway. So I didn't give a fuck I was fighting my brothers already. So it's like,
yeah.
It's just, you know.
What do you think that aggression was coming from, man? Was it just?
Well, once I met my real dad, when I got older, he you know, military nigga, deployed infantry and shit. So I got a lot of my traits and ways from him, because he fucked up, especially in his younger years as far as aggressive, fighting.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you infantry and all that type shit. So, you know, niggas talking about murders and all at a young age and bragging on it to me on the phone type shit. So it's
yeah,
like,
they've seen a lot. They come back different.
Right.
You know.
Right. He got blew up and everything in that bitch. Like he got a Purple Heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what? And that's no joke right there, because I've had friends that went military, and when they came back, they just weren't the same anymore. They saw a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I had a friend that would tell me that in the middle of the night, you know, and I'm not trying to dampen the mood, but he would wake up yelling because of what he saw.
Type shit.
And at times even swinging on his girl in bed.
Type shit.
Yeah. So I couldn't understand, you know, him telling you and possibly telling you things that he should have never have told you.
Right. But then my DNA, it clicked with him though. I started to understand why I was fucked up, why I wanted to fight all that, why I was aggressive, why I was, you hear me? I started to understand, like, damn, it ain't And my mom, she used to fight a lot too. So I was really fucked up with it.
Well.
Two gangsters type shit.
All good. So now, what do you think it was about Pac? Because one thing that I know about Raza, like Mexican people, and not just them, just everybody, bro. That's Raza. They love Pac.
Right, for sure.
What do you think it is about Pac that everybody loves?
Shit. For me, my opinion, or me, just speaking for myself.
Yeah.
Shit, like organic, realness, just being yourself.
Yeah.
And then he could do both. You could do acting, and you can give a great performance, make it believable. And then you can do with the music part. I fuck with him because he can do a ballad, talking about your mama. Then you could do some gangster shit, like hit him up.
Yeah.
So he was very, very diverse, and that's what I put in my music. I'm diverse as fuck. So, but that's one thing that I took from Pac. You heard me? He can have different cadences as well. He can get you with the slow shit. He can get you with the fast shit, aggression shit, the soft, thoughtful shit. You heard me?
Yeah.
And the thinking, whatever. So it's very hard to do all that. It's very hard.
Versatile, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and he was gifted, and for him to have passed at the age of 25.
For sure.
You know, I mean, a young man, same thing with Biggie, 24. You know, and it just sucks. You know, sometimes when I look at the way they passed, all three legends passed 1 year after another. Eazy-E, next was Pac,
wow,
and then the next was Biggie.
And we was talking off camera. So that was one of my favorite artists I wish I would have met, because I've met the whole West Coast Rushmore. I've had to deal with Cube. Snoop is my dog. We've been in his studio 6-7 hours, like shoot videos there. E40, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was definitely one of the ones I should have, if he was living, I would have met. Have you met him?
Yeah, I met him in 1992. And when my guest comes, and I'll tell you off camera who my guest is, when he comes, he has a lot of Pac stories, because him and Pac were very, very close. And he was just a real quiet guy, man. They were saying that he had just finished making a movie, and I didn't know, you know, because he was still dancing and rapping with Digital Underground. And this was at a convention called the Gavin Convention in San Francisco. When you're signed to a major label, all the labels, they meet there at this one convention, and they have their artists promote their new albums.
That's hard.
Like Cypress Hill was there, you know, Everlast, Jump Around, Daz Effects, EPMD, you know. So that's how I let.
That's real history right there too.
Yeah, you know, and let me tell you something. One thing about me, when it comes to like rap, I'm a hoarder, meaning I keep everything.
I see that shit. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna pick your brain some more through this little interview.
And I still have my badge. So I remember when I saw Pac, he still had the Gumby hairstyle.
Oh yeah, you had him with the that was early probably 91.
Yeah.
90, 91 type shit, right?
Well, it was 92 because my badge said 92.
He had the Gumby in 92?
He had the Gumby in 92. And he had the trench coat and had Digital Underground in the back. And I just walked up to him and I just said, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? And he just shook my hand. But he never really said anything. And he was hanging with all of us. And we were at DJ Fuse's house. DJ Fuse, well, his apartment. DJ Fuse was the DJ for Digital Underground. Mm-hmm. And Money B was there and a couple of other guys. I met Shock G as well.
Shout out to Shock G.
Yeah, Shock G was, rest in peace. He was another one that I wanted to meet. But yeah, Pac was, that's the only thing I can really say, bro. He was just a real quiet guy.
Yeah.
So when he got that aggressiveness and he started coming out, and then he beat up the Hughes brothers. Yes. You know, and I knew the Hughes brothers very, very well.
Man, you know everybody, brother. Yeah. That's what I'm just gonna say this shit, bruh. Tony know everybody. I'm telling y'all.
So yeah, and then they had a whole different other story about Pac, and I was like, I didn't meet that guy.
Yeah.
You know,
I think he wanted a certain role, but he was just passionate. See, a lot of people take the passionate shit for aggressive, because the passion can turn to aggressive. I understand how that is. I can be like that sometimes, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
Spice One was here, and he had a lot of great stories.
Yeah, I fuck with Spice One.
Spice.
Legend.
Yeah. So if I may ask you, if I can twist your arm on this one, do you have a favorite Tupac song, and what is it?
That's funny as shit, because I have a lot of them. But you say the favorite one, my shit. I'm gonna keep it gangster with you, brother. My favorite one, it ain't even the gangster shit. It's Dear Mama song. because I grew up, I didn't get along with my mama. As far as like I had to take medicine and shit, because you know the doctor said I had to take it. I was just always fighting, put out of school. I've been in every fucking discipline, sent all in Baton Rouge every year, 4-5 times, expel all type of shit. But they had to put pills, so I stayed running away, all type of shit. But when that song came out, it kind of made me feel like, damn.
It tenderized your heart.
It did. I'm like, man, I need to chill the fuck out.
Yeah, mine. So Many Tears.
Crazy song.
Yeah, you know, and I talked to a lot of rappers, and I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you think he just wrote that song, or do you think he really, truly felt that way?
All his songs he felt.
Okay.
I feel, because I don't know him. But my personal opinion, I mean, if you go back to, I met Tupac brother, Mo Preem, in Hollywood. I was passing my CDs out, him and his wife. It was my first mixtape live from the gutter. He took it. He came back in 5 minutes. He offered me to go to his house. I went to his house, me and my manager at the time. And it was dope that I'm from Baton Rouge and this nigga whoop. And I'm like, damn. And he got to rent it about his brother. So in Mo Preem house, he's sponsored by Hennessy. So he walked in, he's sponsored by Hennessy the rest of his life.
Wow.
And so he telling us and shit, we see it. And he was just talking about his brother, and he was like, yo, I love your music. You need to do movies like Pac, because my brother didn't sign his first autograph until he did Juice. And then he was telling me about the album, Tupacalypse, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, everything was true and how he was feeling, leaving, you know, the digital underground.
Okay.
And it was his first time to be him. Anything after that, he just was really rapping his truth.
Yeah, so you heard that from family.
From family, like from his brother. And that was big to me. Like I said, I met the whole fucking West Coast Marshmallow. If dude was still living, I would have met him too, I feel like.
Yeah, that's
him
dope.
and Easy.
You know, and I want to say this to rappers, because I've met rappers here. We've had, this is 339, and I met so many artists, not just through podcasting, but just, you know, on the road or at shows. And many times when I ask them about, what were you thinking when you did this album? Mm-hmm. I get mixed reactions. They'll say something like, well, you know what, man, it's just a party album. I just wrote some shit so that the bitches can twerk and motherfuckers can toast.
Right.
And then you meet guys or girls that will say, no, I put my heart and soul.
For sure. Yeah.
You know, into this record. So I would rather buy, and I'm not saying anything negative about the others, but I would rather buy an album where the person put his heart and soul into.
For sure. Even if it's something that is vulnerable.
Yeah. Anything
that's more real.
Yeah.
That's more real. Like, even if it come out embarrassing as far as like how you feel another some people can't relate to you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sleeping in cars or having to take shit or having to be forced to live. Some people, but if they hear it and you articulate it good enough, then they can feel your shit.
No, it's true. And let me tell you something. Those are the albums, those are the songs that have so much longevity, because generations can relate to it. Mm-hmm. One point you were possibly homeless. At one point you probably didn't have a car, or you didn't have no money. Your girl left you for the homie, and you came back. Right. You know.
You funny as fuck. You're hilarious.
Why is that? How am I funny?
He said you can't.
All good, my bro.
You said you came back.
Yeah, you came back. That's what happens. That's a good story, though, you know?
Great story.
You know, but one thing about Pac, again, movies, you know? Yeah. If he would have still been alive right now.
Nobody was fucking with him.
Nobody. And
period, bruh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, period. But it'd be the have-nots that be the best ones. It'd be the motherfuckers that go through the worst shit.
Yeah.
Can hide it, mask it. Sometimes they flash and you can see what they've been through. But it be them people that's that can give you the best performance, best songs, best feeling emotionally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I have to ask you this, since this is trending, and he was kind of a rival to Pac.
Right.
How do you feel about all of this stuff's going on about Diddy?
No Diddy. How do I feel?
Like, do you
I mean, I'm really a West Coast nigga, you heard me? So I'm really, fuck it. I'm standing on that. But shout out to New York niggas as far as I fuck with DMX, different rappers, and I really rap. I can do it all. So that was some of the artists I listened to. But I'm a West Coast nigga, Baton Rouge South nigga. So fuck Diddy. He ain't never do nothing for me. None of them never did really. But I'm talking about, like, if we had to choose a side, You know, it's the West.
It just seems like it's all caving in on him right now.
Yeah, man. When you do too much tricky business, this shit come back. You can't backdoor everybody. You can backdoor probably 1, 2, 3. Believe me, I know. He heard the pack touchdown. Yeah. But you can't backdoor everybody, brother. I don't hear one person that got really paid from dude like that.
No, you're right. And TMZ just released a documentary on him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
TMZ do documentaries now?
Yeah, they did a documentary on him.
Man, TMZ, holla at me. I got some shit for y'all.
Yeah.
You heard me?
You know, and my thing is like, okay, if that wasn't, if you will, a solid source, he could sue them for defamation, but they got some shit. I haven't seen it yet, but they have a documentary on him. And like, I like what Cat Williams said in the beginning of the year on the Club Shay Shay. 2024 is the year of the truth. I think a lot of you people are going to get exposed.
For sure, man.
Today was trending also on social media, Canelo Alvarez, because he fights on May 4th.
Shout out to Canelo.
Yeah. Shout out to him, especially because he put Oscar De La Hoya on blast.
Did he? Hold up. I ain't see that, though. I don't know what you just put me in, but I ain't see it.
He did. So now whether this is boxing, you know, how would you say, hype? I don't know.
Right.
But he called him a maricon, which was a fucking fag.
Right.
Okay. And then he just said he fucking roused people. You know, if you're going to do business with him, make sure you guys get your fucking lawyers because, you know, he's no good. He's a fucking thief.
Hey, man.
You know, like he said it to his face.
He did.
Yeah.
Shout out to Canelo, man.
Yeah.
Canelo punching hard. You can't fuck with that orange head boy. And shit, De La Hoya was dressing like a woman, wasn't he? They got pictures with him cross dressing.
Yeah, he did. And then
you
he
know what I mean? And then you talking about something you was trying to do. Bro, I'm never trying to, if I gotta make my girl laugh by putting on a dress and some lipstick, then I need to stop trying to joke. I have no sense. I just need to be a gangster full time. You heard me? This joking shit is not, if that's what I gotta do to fuck, put a dress on with some lipstick, then you got cocaine and whatever.
And pumps, he was wearing pumps. He said those were his girls. I go, so your girl wears the same size pump as you?
You funny as fuck. You are hilarious. Hey, look. This shit get tricky, brother.
Yeah.
This shit get tricky. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if all the punches in the head fucked them up or what, but and all this is alleged. It's not even allegedly because everything got leaked. You know what I'm saying? Leaked, yeah. So shout out to Canelo for standing on business.
Yeah, there you go. So now let's talk back to you. Now, as far as at what point in time in your life did you think, you know what, I think I'm gonna try this rap shit. Let me start writing. At what point did you take it serious?
Man, great question, Tony. Shit, to keep it gangster, I just always liked the music, whether it's oldies, classical music, Temptation, all that shit. You know, I was a big fan of music. I was raised really around my grandma. They loved oldie music and shit like that. So I'm gonna see. Man, bro, that's crazy.
Would you say you were in middle school, high school, or maybe even after that?
Nah, it was early. I say like middle school.
Okay.
Middle school, matter of fact, middle school. Cause my we had like little rap cliques and shit like that. And my homeboy, shout out to the issue, his daddy got murdered. So when his dad got murdered, that became my brother. So I used to go fuck with him all the time, and he really loved it, music, rap music, and he wanted to start a group. So fast forward, he was the first nigga that got signed. You know, he got a Rick Ross speech. He blew up a lip, you know. So we just was fucking with it like that. And we just was fucking with it just on some fighting shit. Show up at school like this how I clicked, this how, you know. But we never had no music. And then I just started coming to school rapping Lil Boosie shit. And then I seen how people was like, damn, Jay can rap. Jay can rap, you know? Shit like that. So I'm like, man, let me try to whoop. And then it was just something that grew from there. Because once my nigga got a deal, my senior year in high school, he graduated early. So once he got a deal, I was in the street. So I was his street, you know? Like pushing. You need money, don't worry about nothing. Here you go. Bam, as far as product, you know? Shit like me, you know?
Yeah.
So I was that, and it was dope to see him take off and do his thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the bug got in the nigga then, because I seen it could happen. And I was, you know, I had buku stories and really was living in that shit. So I wanted to see how it came out. And it really started from there, bro. Started from there, battle rapping, bullshit at school. And just becoming a fan of that shit like that, bro.
Do you think that lifestyle, and again, I only ask because I'm not a rapper, do you think that lifestyle is what shaped and molded your style today, as far as rap is concerned?
For sure. Yeah, because I remember I'll just show up to the studio with my nigga when he got signed. You heard me? Because he got signed to a major label in Atlantic, and they really put money behind him.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was dope because I used to go to the studios in Baton Rouge to make sure nobody fuck with him because we record on another side. But I'm cool with them niggas on the other side, you know?
Yeah.
And his people was like, yo, why you don't get your partner to rap? Shit, like, man, I don't want to rap. Nigga, I'm selling this here, he good, you know?
Yeah.
So it went from they couldn't control me, they ain't want me around him, to I'm like, yo, fuck them. I'm gonna get my money and then I'm gonna start doing music too as well. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It Mo was like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And when was the first time that you can recall you put out a demo or at least recorded something and let somebody hear it? And when they heard it, what was the feedback?
I was 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you rapped to? Like as far as the beat?
Yeah, I remember everything for sure. This shit was it was my nigga Issue. It was my dog Kevin and my nigga Booger. You know what I'm saying? We all childhood friends, middle school friends, and then we just met up there. I showed up. He did a session, he was like, "Yo, just hop on this bitch." So I did it.
Right.
I'm like, I don't rap.
Right.
But I didn't know how to write bars. I'm gonna keep it gangster.
Yeah.
I was a freestyler, you heard me? I can battle freestyle, street nigga, every nigga feel like I can do that. But I didn't know how to write. So he had showed me how to write bars, And like this too,
Yeah, you start right here, end right here.
Yeah, because I already had the stories, I already had the real shit to put together, even at that young of an age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you know what? And that's where a good producer comes in, because I've met a lot of rappers that I brought into the studio, and I just play a beat that's maybe 3.5 minutes long, and they rap through the whole damn thing.
Right.
And I was like, no, bro, hold on. There is structure here.
Right.
And I showed a lot of rappers just bars, just 16. This is 16, or this
16.
is a 12.
Right.
And they were like, oh, okay, is that how everybody does it? Because I usually just rap all the way through. And I'm like, listen to a song and count the bars with me.
Right.
Then they kind of understood, like, I go, look, bro, you're a rapper, but I want you to become an artist.
Right. Once you learn the science and the math to this shit, and then you got your own, you put your own sauce, you know? Plus you got to have some type of talent with this shit. But once you learn the science, the science and then the math, you should be Gucci.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should be Gucci.
So what beat did you rap to? Was it a homemade beat?
It was a Baton Rouge beat. It was a Baton Rouge beat, bro. Like, it was a beat that we paid like $300 for at the time.
Okay.
Hell yeah, fucking right. We paid and it's crazy because I really didn't give a fuck about doing a song. I was doing it because my niggas was doing it. I was selling weed. I had I had a plug that was fronting me working shit. Rest in peace, Johnny, man. So I was getting fronted pounds 15 type shit.
Right.
Okay. So
of
Reggie though.
Weed.
Huh?
I said, and everybody smoke weed.
Everybody smoked weed, and I knew everybody. I was a Baton Rouge baby as far as, all these discipline schools and shit. I know everybody. I know everybody who ain't supposed to be smoking. You heard me?
Yeah.
And
I don't smoke, but he can hella smoke over there.
Man, listen, but I had to move away from when I first walked in.
He'd be out there scuba diving on that bomb.
Bruh.
But now let me ask you this: since you brought up the Westmore.
West Coast Rushmore, right? Mount Rushmore. West Coast Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember how Bobby D, the promoter, called it. Mount Westmore. That's what he called it.
Mount Westmore, for sure.
Okay, now let me ask you this: just in general, it could be east or west, but you got to choose four.
Four? It's only four, right?
Yeah, to be on your Mount Westmore.
Out of east and west?
Yeah, if you want, you could do.
I'll just do west.
Yeah,
but I can do both because I'm very knowledgeable about both. You hear me?
Okay, let's do the East Coast first.
You want me to do East Coast? I'm gonna go with Big L.
Okay, Big L, yeah.
I'm gonna go with DMX. It's only four, right?
Yes.
Big L, DMX, LL Cool J.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a light skin nigga.
And he can still perform.
Hey, bro, that's who. Come on, man. I Need Love was crazy. That was the first song I memorized as a kid.
Bro, you and every other female.
I did it because I wanted to be player. You heard me?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this motherfucker. You know what I mean? That was 3 verses back then.
I think that's where Drake got his little style from, bro.
It ain't no you think. That's where he got it. Now I don't know if he punching niggas out like LL was punching niggas in they shit.
Yeah.
Remember when they robbed his house and he put them boys down? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had to say the last one. Man, you was fucked up for this one. But I'm gonna say it. Let me see. I'll say the last one would have to be, it's a toss up, but Biggie.
Okay.
Because I can't overlook what he did at such a young age, and his cadence was crazy, bro. Like how he rapped in the pockets and shit like that, and then the nigga was freestyling. Then I look at all that.
Yeah.
Punchlines, metaphors, similes. He had it all as far as can freestyle and do that. He didn't have to write and do. That's hard to do, bro.
You know what?
If you study this shit.
One thing about him and like Pac, well, just the greats in general, great mic presence. I've met rappers that can really write good songs, but they can't deliver it.
Right.
Like, bro, it sounds good, but you don't come across like straight on the mic, bro. But like sometimes you just have to tell the truth.
You gotta keep it real with them. You gotta keep it gutter. Gutter money mafia. You gotta keep it gutter, brother. Always keep it gutter.
Okay, so that was
that's my East Coast.
Yeah, Big L,
LL,
Biggie.
Yes.
And there was the one
DMX.
Okay, let's do West Coast.
Bro, you's a fucked up nigga, Tony. Don't get mad at me, you know what I'm saying? But this is my personal shit.
Yes.
So, Tupac, because I'm going to consider him West Coast, right?
Yes.
Ice Cube.
Definitely.
Man, bro, you tricky. I'm going to go with Too Short.
Okay. One more.
I'm gonna go with DJ Quick.
Oh wow, wow!
Because he did the beats and he also did the rapping, but his cadence was different. He did the melodic shit early. This nigga was doing melodic back in 90 something.
Yeah, wow. I'm
and what he said? He said, "Nah, just like Compton."
Yeah.
St. Louis.
Just like Compton, that's right.
I'm like, and he, and everybody was trying to be. He came with some smooth shit, so I'm gonna give him that.
Wow, you're the first dude that has given Quick his flowers here.
I gotta get. Come on, man. Gutter Money Mafia.
Wow. All right. Okay, now let me ask you this: are you a sports guy at all?
I'm in.
Okay, I'm gonna name a sport. And give me the first name that comes to your mind when I mention the sport.
Too easy.
Okay. Let's say basketball.
Kobe Bryant.
Baseball.
Darryl Strawberry.
Okay. Football.
Deion Sanders.
Okay, let's just say soccer.
I don't know anybody that plays soccer, so I'm going to mention my little brother that played in the hood. Shout out to Greg.
I don't know if I mentioned baseball. I think I did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Golf.
Tiger Woods.
Boxing.
Muhammad Ali.
Rap.
Pablo Chapo.
Hey, you were quick on that one.
Come on, brother. I said it. This is from the heart.
Okay.
I'm giving you all from the heart, man.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Who would have been your second choice? Because
if I say rap,
yes.
Man.
The reason why I mentioned those,
I say Lil Boosie.
Okay. The reason why I say that is because when you mention a sport and the people say like golf, they say Tiger Woods, in their mind that is probably the greatest that has ever done it. And when people say Muhammad Ali, they'll probably say that is the greatest that has ever done it.
Right.
So my question to you is there a greatest that has ever done it in rap? Is there that one guy?
Yeah, Tupac for sure.
Okay.
Tupac, man.
Okay, like 50 would say Eminem.
Eminem loved it. Tupac.
Okay. I heard KRS-One say this, bro, and I was a little disappointed, and I'll tell you why. Okay. Because I love KRS-One, but
that's a crazy question. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He had said that Lil Wayne was the greatest to ever.
Oh man, see, we're so crazy. See, you ain't asked me my foe. From the South though.
We're going there.
Oh, okay. Man, that's crazy. Yeah.
So I'm like,
you have to shout out Weezy F.
Yeah, but I'm like, come on, KRS, you and Rakim are my all-time favorites. So that's just me. So when he said him, because
Rakim for sure.
Look, I know Lil Wayne can rap. I don't take that away from him.
Yeah.
I just never liked his music.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy though? A lot of people probably didn't, but I think I fuck with it because I know I fuck with it because I grew up in that environment. You heard me? They from New Orleans. I'm from Baton Rouge. But New Orleans and Baton Rouge niggas ain't really get along. You heard me? But we look to them, you know, type shit. And they, you know, and the Hot Boys, he was closer to my age. But I looked up to Juvie as far as that was my favorite rapper from the Hot Boys. And they was promoting drug dealing, tattoos, all that shit. You know, I'm a product of that type shit. So yeah. But Wayne took off after they left, and he had a lot to hold down if you really know the backstory. But just besides that, even when he started doing the Carter series and all that, he's big with the punchline, similes, and metaphors, just like these New York niggas. You heard me? But people really don't know it if you don't sit there and listen and dissect and see. That's why it wasn't just because he was from the state that I grew up in. It was more to if you listen to the elevation, the lyrics, delivery, all that, presence on the mic. Niggas couldn't fuck with him, bro.
See, I like having these conversations because you sound like a real student of this culture that we
call
hip-hop.
For sure. You can't miss me, bro. And shout out to Cassidy too.
Okay. Now your Mount Rushmore of the South.
Lil Boosie, Lil Wayne. I don't want to just say all Louisiana shit, so I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. Lil Boosie, Lil Wayne. Webby, that's 3 BR, and 2 BR, 1 New Orleans, and then I'm gonna say, Pimp C.
Okay, are you a fan of Scarface?
I am a fan of Scarface, but I'm a fan of Scarface, and Tupac loves Scarface. Ice Cube loves Scarface as well. He do got dope music, but he wasn't like my, you know what I'm saying? But he's a dope rapper, he has dope stories in his
No, he has dope
and
stories.
His pain, like I ain't gonna lie, he is dope as fuck, real shit. So I don't want to take away. Shout out to Scarface, man.
When he dropped his first solo album, and I'm a huge fan of Scarface, and we were touring Texas, and when I listened,
told you know everybody, bro.
Oh, I'll tell you my Scarface story right now. And I was listening to it, and I finally met him. He was backstage. We were playing at a place called the Palladium in Houston, Texas.
I know what that's at.
And he was, Scarface was there. I met Willie D, and I met Bushwick. Okay,
rest in peace, Bushwick,
rest
man.
Rest in peace. And you know, they had to release that album. You Can't Be Stopped. My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me album.
Was that their first album?
No, that was not the first. The first album was actually produced by Rick Rubin.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that. Production was crazy.
Rick Rubin, the dude that owned the record label? Rick Rubin?
Rick Rubin, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Rick Rubin produced it.
Man, shit tricky.
And I was listening to Scarface, and I had his CD because he had released his solo CD soon after that album.
Yeah, he did.
And I had it, and he saw me with it, and he asked me, "What did you think?" And I'll be honest with you, I'm a fan of Ghetto Boys, so I was a little like starstruck that he would actually even talk to me because I'm the only white guy in the room. I'm Mexican, but I was the only like white guy in there.
Right.
And then I go, bro, a sane man could not have written this. That's what I told him.
And he speaks about his mental ill, like he fucked. So I ain't gonna lie, I had to reach. He is dope as fuck. I'm giving his flowers. So he speak about his mental illness, and he also speak about shit that he do when he's flipped out. So I respect that because mental illness, you know what I'm saying? You know that shit is real, but certain people do shit in, you know what I'm saying, other ways and. You know? No,
the album was crazy, and then he just looked at me, and he had his Lokes on, and he was sitting at a corner, quick when everybody was here, and I was like, I hope I didn't piss him off. And then he goes, "What did you think about we Can't Be Stopped album?" And I was like, "I really like that one." He goes, "We all wrote that when we were on Sherm."
That's funny as fuck. Shout out, hey, bro. Shout out to motherfuckers keeping it too gutter, man. We got a home for you, bro. If you tired of your motherfucking people telling y'all can't keep it gutter, come to Gutter Money Mafia, man.
Oh, he straight said Sherm.
Yeah, but he speak about that in his music though. He keep it gangster, and he speak about the mental pills they gave him. You know the shit, you know, different shit like that.
Yeah.
So I understand. You know, I fuck with him.
A lot of times when people go to jail, and I knew a guy, for an example, that went to jail and was trying to come home early.
Right.
And said that mentally he was fucked up.
And got fucked over, started taking that cookie medicine. Believe me, brother, you cannot play what I just said earlier, you can't backdoor everybody, brother.
Yeah.
You cannot back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was a firm believer. Where there was a front door, there's a back door. If it ain't a back door, it's a window. Some places don't got a front, back, or window, bro. Leave that shit alone.
Yes, and he came back fucked up because I think those pills fucked me up.
Ain't no think. He fucked up.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, cool, whatever. But yeah, now, as far as your music is concerned, when did you drop, or when did you take it serious? Because I know you said you were hustling, you were rapping, you didn't want to be a rapper, you were hustling. When did you actually say, fuck it, you know what, I do want to pursue this?
I say probably like, man, it's crazy. I started later, man, like 25, maybe 26 type shit, because I was so, to be honest, bro, I just like the money and shit, street nigga. I just wanted, that was successful to me. You heard me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from Baton Rouge, poverty. So $1,000 at that time, or whatever, you heard me? Like, but I wanted to manifest and get more than that. Fuck this 1,000. I want 20, 30. I want my cars paid off. I want jewelry. I want Rollies. So thank God, shout out God, I've been having Rolex, not the flex, but just real shit from my own hand.
Yeah.
So I gave a fuck more about that type shit. But then, my nigga who I say had the record deal, he went to jail for a murder charge and shit. And it was crazy because, man, it was crazy. So I seen how quick shit can whoop, and I just put my money to start just putting out stories, putting out my life so far at that time.
Yeah.
And so actually, shit, to be honest with you, bro, one of the people I was buying weight from was like, bro, he had a little record, he had like a little label and shit. This was in shout out El Paso. So I was out there doing business and shit.
Okay.
After I got out of jail from the army. And that was the first place I went, and I met some other people, and then by me having a good name and a bad name, you know what I'm talking about? On other shit. So it went hand in hand, and I had met some people that was like, yo, just would you do some music and shit, you heard me? And I had a partner, this nigga was so cutthroat, but to see that he fuck with the music and they helped me get better numbers through other shit, I'm like, I'll fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I had the cars, the vehicles and shit like that at the time. I had the shit that niggas rapping about. I just didn't do the music. Yeah.
You had mentioned earlier that you were, maybe you could share the story a little bit better. You were going to sign to Ice Cube's label or something like that?
Lynch Mob, yeah.
Okay, Lynch Mob. How did that come about?
Man, that came about through me running across his sons through my partner. Shout out to my nigga Staffer, you heard me? And my nigga Staffer. I moved to the Valley, San Fernando Valley, like 2014. No, I'm lying, 2012.
Okay.
And 13, and I was doing whoop, and then he went to school with them. He went to, he grew up out here. So it's buku people I met that know other people and shit, because I put myself around these areas, you heard me? So shit like that. So he, I so happened to go fuck with them right when Warner Music was dealing with me, and they offered me money, like $150 for 1 year to do a publishing deal to write for people. But I ain't want to write. I'm young. I'm like, nigga, I'm no artist. Man, fuck writing for somebody. Not knowing shit, take this money and you write so quick anyway, you'll get the other back end. So once he brought me over there while I was doing the deal, and I always had my own cars, different shit like that, and they just started fucking with me, his sons. And we created a friendship, and that following year, he reached back out to me and asked me about, doing business with them, because I had turned down that 150, you heard me?
Yeah.
At this time. So shit like that, and we was just cool. Like, we had buku experiences before business, and this is his sons, O'Shea, Daryl, shit like that. Shout out to them. So that's how that happened. But I was already had, you know what I'm saying? Just always been independent. Do you always look back?
Do you ever look back at that possible deal and say, I should have just took it? Or are you happy with your decision that you decided just to stay independent?
Man, bruh, I love being independent and shit like that. As far as like homeboy wise, because we was cool before business. And when business come and money come,
yeah,
you heard me? That's when a lot of shit get fucked up, And at that time, like me thinking back, I probably was this was like 3 years ago, maybe 4, So at that time, I was still more probably loose. You know what I'm saying? So really, I was doing, just thugging too hard. They was giving money on the table with the actual artist deal. I wanted a certain amount type shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my nigga Doe, he was keeping it gangster with me because he was paying and he was doing, we we was homeboys and shit like that. Like I say, so that part I'm fucked up about. That me and my partners, we ain't partners like that no more. But we actually reached out. Matter of fact, so we've been talking. Rest in peace, KG.
Okay.
My nigga died, so we cool.
Yeah, rest in peace. You know, the only reason why I asked, I had at least for me, a West Coast legend in here named King T from Compton.
For sure. Shout out to King T.
And I asked him, was there any regrets in the music business, like where he made a decision, where he probably looks back now and saying, I fucked up? And he said, yes. And I asked him to share that story. And he had said that Dre signed him to Death Row.
Mm-hmm.
They had finished the album, but it was just sitting there. He said he felt shelved.
Yeah.
And then he said he felt even more shelved when they just signed Eminem. So he said, at first I was the talk, like, we're going to release this, we're going to release this. And then when Eminem came, he goes, I just felt all the attention went to him. And he goes, okay, now they're really going to shelve me. So he figured, well, before they shelve me and pay all the attention to him, I'm just going to ask Dre to release me.
Yeah.
And I go, so what did he say? And he goes, you're free to go, man. If you really want to go, you're free to go. He goes, and I left. He goes, and now I sit back and I wonder, what if they weren't going to shelve me?
And what's so crazy, though, it'd be like, but I knew I had did other shit, like street shit. I had robbed the nigga at their studio. I caught somebody I been was looking for. And so happened they partner came, you know? And I've been waiting to catch them. So I robbed him and this bitch at the studio. And they happened to walk out and see that shit. So that fuck with the money that I wanted because they couldn't control me then type shit. So what if we get this boy this bag, this $1.2 million type? He was already pulling up in his foreigns. He already got, you know?
Yeah.
So I would say that, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it really wasn't really all them, you know, type shit. So, and it still was love what they was trying to do. But as far as do I look back, I'd be like, I should have just kept it homeboys or we should have kept it management type shit. Yeah. So that's the only thing. But, you know, blessings is blessing, bro. We here now. You know, it's all, you know,
how did the name Pablo El Chapo come about? Have you always had that rap name?
Yeah, man. I was just from drug dealers, really. Like, I looked up to Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
And then El Chapo. This was the two niggas that I just mixed it together. You heard me? Because that's what I was known for back home at that time. Yeah. Coming up, young, you know? Yeah. Scavenger type, hustler, like a Robin Hood story, bro, type shit.
Yeah. You know, now let me ask you this. Knowing what you were doing and, you know, you were making your money, I'm trying to see how I can word this because I just shared this with someone. It was MC8, as a matter of fact. And I had said that when I was younger, I looked at all my homies slanging dope. Right. And so I said, I want to try it. And I remember I talked to somebody that was older and who was selling double ups. So I said,
shout out to the double ups, man.
Yeah, I said, let me get like 100 dub, you know? and you know what's funny?
Hey, that's funny. That's they don't know about that right now because everybody doing the fit and all of a sudden now they don't know about that's throwback. Right?
Yeah, man. So the guy looked at me and I remember he told me, he said, you know, you only have two choices, right? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I was like 19 years old. And he was like, you only have two choices. And I said, okay, what? And he said, dead or in jail.
Facts.
He said, this is what's going to get you. He said, you're talented, bro. Stick to what you do. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I want to buy records. I want to buy a mixer. I want to buy my Jordan 1s. They had just dropped. And he said, okay.
Which one? The original?
The original Jordans, yeah. See, today, everybody's buying those for thousands of dollars. And back then, you go into the Foot Locker and say, give me size 13. And here you go.
Classic. You know? We need to bring that back, man.
Yeah. So, you know, and so I want them because everybody had them.
Right.
And then we would buy our draws and our white tees. Well, the white tees came from JCPenney. Okay. But like the socks and the draws and like the bootleg shit, like the bomber jackets, we got a Compton Indoor.
Right. Shout out to Compton Indoor, man.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, so now you get serious, you drop your project. What was the name of your project? I know you sent me the list, but I want you to tell the people.
Man, that's crazy. So I think my first one was Live from the Gutter.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, because my record label, I've always owned my shit. It's Gutter Money Mafia. You know what I'm saying? So anything from the gutter I fucked with, and I wanted to incorporate that in some of my titles. You hear me? So, the first one was Live from the Gutter. Second one was Live from the Gutter 2. The third one was Welcome to the Gutter. You heard me? Shit like that. That's what Pack Touchdown was on. Welcome to the Gutter.
And how often were you releasing it? Every 6 months? Every year?
I was, man, I'm a street nigga. I at that time, bro, I released every probably once a year type shit. Then
once a year.
One time it was once in 6 months because I was dropping buku mixtapes. I had the I was doing some shit in Cali too when I come out here with my dogs from Dago. You heard me? I was linked up with my Dago niggas and we did a compilation type shit. And my niggas I used to, stick shit with. So they got out of jail and we started doing music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And I'm glad you said that every year because that's the way it used to be. When I started getting re-familiar with the music industry again, I saw that guys were dropping like EPs like every 3 months.
Right.
And I didn't understand that. And the reason why I didn't understand that is because I know it's a different time. Back then we dropped an album and we would most likely drop 3 singles. And we would spend the entire year working the first single, the second single, the third single. And if you were lucky, maybe you had a fourth.
Right. That's true story, bro.
But today people, it's so easy. Like, well, we're filming this video tomorrow. We're going to drop it on YouTube on Friday.
Right.
And back then it was a production. We had to get a production company to hear the song. We had to handle our lyrics. They had to envision, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to shoot?
Right.
They'll pitch us the idea and we'll say, okay, let's go with it.
Do you miss the old way?
Yes.
By me hearing this, I feel like you passionate about it, but do you miss the old way more than what we doing now, how we do it?
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why. And again, in my opinion, because whenever I speak, at least the way I feel, I get younger people saying, oh, you're just hating on us. It has nothing to do with hating on anybody. Okay, I'll just mention like one drum machine that I used to use. Dr. Dre used it. DJ Quick used it. Dre used the SP1200 to produce Eazy-E's first album, NWA's first album, the DOC's first album, JJ Fast's first album, Michel'le's first album, okay? All classics, all platinum hits.
For sure.
People still bump those songs today, okay?
Thanks.
I produced High C's first album on the SP1200. In this December, it'll be, I believe, 34 years that we dropped it. Okay, they still play it on the radio
today. Shout out
today.
High C, man.
Okay,
that's damn near my same leg.
DJ Quick on the SP1200, the drum machine, produced his first album. Produced Second to None's first album, AMG's first album, and they all went gold and platinum. Okay, so we have all of these plaques everywhere, and you know how much sampling time that drum machine had? 10 seconds. 10 seconds of sampling. So we had less. And we had to get more creative.
Right.
I believe today we have more. And the music got not as creative.
Right. It's crazy because I'm caught in between. Like, I'm dropping a tape every month this year. You heard me?
Yeah.
And that but one thing that I am doing that I always do is I put my real experiences and shit in my real feelings in this shit. You heard me?
Yeah.
If I'm talking about a female, I'm gonna give you my real. If I'm talking about gangster shit, I'm gonna give you my real. If I'm talking about like some indecisive shit, I might have a song where I'm sounding like I'm just going on a tangent. I got songs where I'm like a hypocrite. I might talk about God and talk about stepping on something, the same shit, because that's reality. So I try to put, even though it's a lot of content, or I'm trying to whoop, you heard me?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cheat anyone type shit.
Let me ask you a question, since you asked me about, do you think it was better back then than it was today? And let me tell you why I think so, because I think today's generation is being robbed of certain things. For an example, no more record stores.
Yeah, but I do miss that, you heard me? For sure.
To be able to say my record is going to be there on Friday and I'm going to be doing a signing, and to see that line outside.
Yeah, okay. That's crazy that you mentioned that. That's dope as fuck.
And they'll never be able to experience hearing their song on the radio for the first time.
Bruh, that is true.
Those radio interviews were huge back then.
Bruh, radio made motherfuckers, bruh.
Yeah, so I think those experiences is what's robbed this generation.
Even the meet and greets too.
Yes.
The meetings, like you say, the meet and greets, the what you said, the convention center, like y'all did back in the day.
The conventions, yes.
That's needed type shit.
And you're going to meet everybody from every record label there.
And on some competition shit. Me, I be feeling like, man, I be wanting to go against the best, rap against the best, perform against the best. Fuck them.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And you know,
It's
back
like
then they
boxing.
had agencies. Agencies was this Cypress Hill, let's just say Downs Effects, EPMD, and fucking Public Enemy were on the same agency. If you wanted to hire them, you had to contact that agency. Okay. Back then, we were on an agency and they would put us on tours. This agency would say, we're going to put you, and you. You guys are going to be gone for 6 months. You know?
You got some nasty tour stories. We're going to talk about that later, man. We're going to bring up them nasty tour stories. I seen it in your eye. You was ready to tell me something. We was going to get off subject, bro. But we going to bring it back up.
Yeah, so it was really, really fun back then. Today, me and you could do a song right now with our phone, film a video, and load it to YouTube by midnight.
For sure.
You know, and there's no more anticipation.
Yeah.
Meaning, okay, Pablo El Chapo is dropping a album May 20th. Fuck, we gotta wait May 20th. Today you could drop it tomorrow. You know, the album cover's there. Then you open up the album cover, or you open up the CD, the cassette. You read his credits.
True story.
You know, the special thank. Oh, he gave me a shout out.
Shout out to the Too Short CDs when he used to have the naked bitches in that bitch. You know, I was young, mannish. Used to look at, you know what I'm saying, whack off to that shit type shit. Shout out to the, you know, we don't have that no more.
Okay, so now my question to you is this. Will we ever see in the up and coming generations another Prince, another Michael Jackson, another Marvin Gaye, another Al Green? Will we ever see them again? Another Diana Ross?
For sure, man. It's always, for sure. For sure, bro. I feel like.
So there's another Prince out there, another Michael Jackson?
Man, there would never be another them.
Okay.
That's like saying there'll be another David Ruffin. There'll be people that can sing as great, or sing like, you know what I'm saying? Because them are characters and individuals that'll never be duplicated. People could try and shit like that. They can imitate them, shit like that. But they would have other great artists, you hear me?
Yeah.
That will come and fuck the world up. And they already have them out there like that now. But they already set in stone, Prince and Michael Jackson. I was arguing with my nigga the other day, Mr. Fab, about Prince and Michael Jackson beef. And I was like, yo, I'm taking Prince. Shout out to Mike.
I'll take Prince.
But I'm taking Prince.
Yes.
But do you know why I'm taking Prince, though?
Well, that's my all-time favorite artist, bro.
He a light-skinned nigga like me. A true original light-skinned nigga.
Yeah.
He was born a dark nigga and changed himself. My daddy dark. Shout out to Big James. But look, he can play instruments. He played all his instruments. He wrote not only for himself, he wrote for Apollonia. He wrote for Morris Day and the Time, who was fucking multi-platinum they self, bruh. You a cold nigga at the top of the game and you giving, you know how many hits he gave them motherfuckers?
I know.
Like he penned and gave them. He did the beats on them bitches.
Yeah.
That's a lot, bro. That's a lot to sit there and do. Like I have wrote for people before.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah.
I've had motherfucker pay me for their song. I had a Warner Music deal that I'm like, damn, I ain't, but I turned it. But I learned that, damn, writing is quick. I can do it quick, and some people can't write like that.
Yeah. You know, just to name some songs that a lot of people may not know, her only hit was from Sinead O'Connor. Remember? What's the name of that fucking song? Nothing Compares to You.
Okay.
By Sinead O'Connor, a girl from Europe. That's her biggest hit. Prince wrote that.
I didn't know that.
In the 80s, a big pop song for Chaka Khan was I Feel For You. That was a Prince song. He just had him in the vault.
And he fucked with Chaka Khan. They fucked with each other tough.
Yeah. So there was a lot.
And I think, too, I'm sorry for cutting you off. I think, too, that Purple Rain movie.
Oh, yeah.
And my mama was a big Prince fan type shit.
Yep.
You hear me? Prince.
And he was 25 when he did that.
Come on, bro. And really, I feel like the way he portrayed in that movie, that was really his real life, bro. I was fucked up as a kid watching him like, damn, this nigga. I feel like he was a gutter, light-skinned nigga. He just he just was a little feminine a little bit but he had the bitches.
He had the bitches. Yeah. He's the kind of guy that could wear the Aunt Jemima little shit, suck on a lollipop, and steal your girl.
Bruh. So I watched this. This how messy them and this how messy them motherfuckers was back then and competitive. You seen the James Brown tribute when Michael Jackson came up with it and he just held his hand and the crowd went crazy.
Yes.
And then they called Prince. Prince hopped on his bodyguard neck from the stands and like, fuck it, nigga, walk me down. Fuck Michael Jackson.
That was a great night,
bro. That was, and see, I know about it. That was epic. I wasn't alive then, but I did my research and shit. You heard me? I'm like, that was epic, bro. That's real competition. That's really fuck. That's the real definition of fuck you.
Yeah. Would we ever see another James Brown?
You would never see another James Brown, brother.
That guy was another fucking amazing dude.
You got Chris Brown, but ain't no James Brown. He damn near. Matter of fact, Cause he be no.
Okay. People have debated this, so I'm going to ask you this. They said that Chris Brown is not only the new Michael Jackson, but actually better.
There's no way you're better than Michael Jackson.
I never understood
now,
that.
Look, shout out to Blood. I mean, if I fuck with Chris, he fuck with my dog. He fuck with Menace. He fuck with my niggas I fuck with out here. You heard me? Shout out to the red team, B team. But musically and what he did, what Michael did for the culture, nah, bro. Like, dude is cold though. Chris is, if he would never, like, he cold, bro. You heard me? I ain't gonna lie. He cold. I feel like if he never would have beat round up or put in the news, he would have been bigger, and he still was greater after, so they still gonna fuck with him because of that. But shout out to Breezy for shitting on Quavo with the new diss song, so he can sing and rap, so I fuck with that. But he'll never be Michael Jackson, brother.
Yeah.
Never.
Controversial question, and it's a somewhat hypothetical because I don't think this guy's ever gonna get out. Say they grant R. Kelly a early release date.
You funny as fuck, and I may not answer this because it sounds like you trying to give me some tricky shit.
No. You don't have to. But I just want to ask you. Just say that they release him to give him an early release and he gets out next year.
Free kills though. Fuck it, free kills. I'ma say it. You won't actually play with me. I'm gonna say my truth. Free kills, man.
No, what I'm gonna say is that do you think he can still blow up? Do you think people will still support him? Even though they'll say he did the crime, he did the time, he's out now. Do you think he can ever regain what he had? That's my question.
Man, didn't OJ get out of jail and still was still OJ? Rest in peace to OJ.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's a good point.
But at the same time, OJ just, they say, killed the bitch. He did. This nigga say he was touching on lips. So I don't know. It get tricky. You know what I'm saying? See, me, I got 2 daughters and shit. So I gotta really be like, I don't really know if he, cause they got him on some Rico shit. They don't got him on, they didn't convict him for the actual you heard me?
The women. Yeah.
The women. He got acquitted buku times from that shit. They got him on money laundering, different shit like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to get technical.
Yeah, what didn't help was that surviving R. Kelly. That did not help at all.
Man.
All right, let's move on.
Shout out, hey, man. Shit tricky, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's all I'm gonna say. Shit tricky, bro. You better check IDs, man.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let's go here. I need to talk about this. Okay. Pablo for president.
Right.
Okay. When is that dropping, or has it already dropped?
That's already dropped for sure.
Okay. When did that drop? How old is it? About a month or so?
Nah, like a couple of days. I dropped it the day before the first. It was supposed to be on the first, but DistroKid, they pushed it.
Okay.
You heard me? I already has uploaded it and came out on April. Came out on March 29th. Monday. I mean May. Yeah.
Okay. You have a song called PTSD.
For sure.
Okay, you mind elaborating a little bit talk a little bit about the song?
Yeah, shit. It was just more how I was feeling at that time, that particular day, but just putting real feelings and real stories and just everything. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Just really putting everything in one little box.
Okay.
And how I be feeling in a certain way in this one side of my brain at times. You heard me?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For sure.
Now let me ask you this, because I think this is interesting, because many rappers everybody's different, and that's what makes everybody unique. Everybody's music unique, everybody's style unique. Some people tell me, when I write, I can't smoke. Some people said, when I write, I have to smoke. Some people said, when I write, no, I drink. No, I can't drink. I need to stay sober. Mm-hmm. When you write and you get into the vibe, and I ask because I'm not a rapper.
Right.
How do you get into it? Does it just come? Or do you smoke a little?
It's funny as fuck because my nigga Victor, who off the money at Warner, he asked me, he's like, bro, what are you on? He must thought I was on heavy drugs or some shit. I was right quick, but depends, bro. I smoked a lot, smoke a weed, drink type, used to drink it, but heavy, but really and truly, I can do it. My dog Rudy showed me when I was young. Oh, I had a lot of niggas in my hood that rap too. I forgot to mention that had, other than my nigga Issue, I had other partners that was locally famous, you heard me, from my neighborhood. Yeah. From East Baton, from Skylandville, shit like that. So I seen these niggas on BET, all type of shit. So I grew up around this rap shit. I am rap how I feel. You heard me?
Yeah.
So I used to ask him, you heard me, like, man, you write high all the time? And he was like, you know what, bro? I write better without smoking. And I've done that. And I've I'll write a song and come back after you know, if I'm sober and I'll come back high and I'll probably get in some pockets or some, but mostly I like to write sober, bruh. But I've done a lot of my songs high, smoking weed.
Have you ever experienced?
Because I'm ADHD, you heard me? I got a boo, you know?
Okay. Now, there's people that have told me that they never get writer's block, and then people say they do get writer's block. Mm-hmm. Does that really happen?
I never had that happen.
Okay.
If the beat ain't, if I hear a beat and that bitch just ain't flowing, fuck this beat. If I gotta, you know, I done certain songs where I gotta make this a song. Like, man, fuck this beat, bullshit. But I have to make. I'm my nigga. I'm gonna make this song. Now I'm to the point I don't do that. If I put that bitch on and it ain't just whoop, I ain't fucking with it.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I decided. I'm sorry.
Right. I decided. Shout out to I decided. It was just more like, you might wake up one day, bruh. Telling you might wake up one day and say, fuck this podcast shit.
And I already feel that way.
You hear me? Like I'm like a bipolar nigga in real life. Real shit. My girl will tell you. Shit, my family will tell you. So I'm a Libra too. You hear me? I'm a scale. So I might be this way. Like literally, I might be this way 5 minutes and 2 minutes later, I come back, my bad, bro. I might curse you, might fuck you, boy. We might fight. I might beat you. Not you. I'm talking about like, ooh. I might come out. I didn't, you know. I'm sorry, but I ain't, you know, type shit. So that I decided was more like, was just telling like a little bit more personal part about myself as far as how I'm thinking. You heard me? My mental, as far as like my mentality. Right. Today I decided, fuck it. You heard me?
That's crazy how that works.
Now it might change tomorrow, but today I decided I'm gonna stand on this business. I'm gonna go beat this pussy. Niggas ain't fighting. I'm gonna go slang that iron. You heard me? I'm gonna go backdoor something. Or I decided to be a great nigga. I decided to leave all that bullshit, you know. So that's what really that song about, really on some shit.
Wow. Well, you know, at one point, some of my friends thought I was bipolar because I showed different sides of myself. Mm-hmm. I can yell at a motherfucker, get the fuck out of here, we're fucking done. Fucking piece of shit, you son of a bitch.
Right. Shout out to that.
And then I'd go in my room, and I was taught this by an older man that told me, you cannot hate someone whom you pray for. So
that's deep. That's deep. I ain't never heard that.
Yeah, so I would force myself to pray for the guy that I just cussed out.
I might take that from you, brother.
Do it.
And I don't take too much from niggas, man. But I'm gonna take that one from you.
So I started praying, and like 15 minutes later, I called this dude up. Hey, man, what are you doing? Right. And he was like, are you all right? And I'm like, yeah, I just want to say I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, bro.
And he started saying,
he must be your real brother.
Yes.
Because if you know what I'm saying, there's very few niggas that'll make you feel like that. Because mostly if they associate, fuck them.
Yes.
We supposed to get into it. But I got a couple niggas like that. My dog Slim, Free Slim, he doing 30 years, man. So now I was sleeping in his car. You know, after the ride, when I came back to Cali, that's when I was sleeping in his car. Because I got put out this other spot, beat up. It's a long story, you hear me? Beat up my other partner. Shout out, Del. But, so, he was trying to let me stay in his crib and beat up his uncle. I was just young and stupid.
Yeah.
Ignorant. Didn't have no guidance. You heard me? Everything was falling. So I'm like, fuck everybody. Fuck everything, boy. I'll beat your bitch ass. I don't want to sleep in this. And he was a nigga that no matter how fucked up I got, my mental, no matter how like I was crashing, no matter what missions we did, me flat, I'll always come back to my brother and be like, bro, I love you, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just ain't right. And that was to this day, like it's one of my, like, he's named Slim El Chapo. He in one of my videos, but he's one of the niggas that made me rap. Wow, before going to the army, I was sleeping in his car because I got banned. You heard me from his crib and shit like that. You know, karma come back. So that's how I joined the army. A crackhead told me to join. It wasn't no motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? But he was one of them niggas that no matter what, bro, I'll flash on this nigga. Come back, bro. I love you, bro, because we both Libras. He older than me, known murderer. And man, you know, I fuck with a nigga for not letting me go all the way and fall off as far as like, you know?
Yeah,
so
no.
It ain't nothing a nigga can say how it go. That's one of the niggas like, man, I'm trying to tell you that dealt with my bipolarness was him. As far as even when I got money, when he got out of jail and shit, I was on the plug and shit like that. You know, I wasn't that the same nigga that stayed in your car. I'm that nigga that's on. I got cars, I'm throwing you pump. You know, so sometimes I'll get the flashing and shit. Like, we be cool. Like, you owe me bread. I'm a certain time frame, nigga, though. I'll never go back, you know? So I'll get the...
Yeah.
So he was one that, I understand what you're saying, brother.
Wow, you know what? You said a crackhead told you to join the service.
He did, for sure. I never seen that nigga again, too. It was like must have been an angel or something, you hear me? Because I was getting all type of, I still was jacking, still was robbing when I left Cali from that shit. I'm in the, you know what I'm saying? And it was like I told God I wasn't gonna do that shit no more once I left Cali.
Yeah.
And I was backsliding, and then it went from that to shootouts. It went from shootouts to niggas actually people getting hit. It went from that to, you know what I'm saying? Everything was just spiraling, bro.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share with you a crazy story. Okay, a lot of times we just think that these crackheads or whatever were just fucking idiots or whatever. A lot of times we don't know why they do it. You said that this guy told you to go to the service,
Right.
Okay, there was a time in my life, and I want to say it was probably late '89 or early 1990, and I was nickel and diming again, just selling 20s. I remember I had a half ounce. My mom had found it, and I had
Half ounce of what, brother? We have to be very
crack cocaine. Okay. Half ounce of crack cocaine that I rocked up by myself.
We gotta watch this boy. We gotta watch him, man.
And it was crazy because I had maybe about $500 or $600.
Okay.
And my mom burned my money. She threw all my dope in the toilet. Okay, she kicked me out of the house. I had a broken wrist at the time. I just got into a fight with some idiot, and she told me get out. Exactly what I was wearing. I had some black Nike Cortez, some green Ben Davis, and a white tank top.
Shout out to the Cortezes, bro.
Yeah, and I just said, well, let me grab some. No, and I saw a 20 on the floor. So when she turned around, I grabbed it and I put it in my pocket. I said, I'm gonna sell this and get a 20 because I didn't have no damn money. She burned all my shit. So I was living from house to house for about a week. Okay, that's probably how long I was homeless for. Never smoked cigarettes. I tried smoking weed twice. I didn't like it as a teenager.
Right.
I would drink occasionally. So I went to this crackhead's house, and we used to call him Leprechaun.
Shout out to Leprechaun,
yeah,
man.
because that motherfucker literally looked like a fucking leprechaun. He looked like he weighed like 90 pounds, okay? But he was all fucked up. Big time crackhead.
Right.
Okay? I went to his house, and I said, hey, man, look what I got right here. He goes, oh, man. He goes, I'm kind of short, man. I said, I'll tell you what. I'll front it to you. And just give it to me in a couple of days. I know where you live. All right, cool. So he goes, hey, you want to come in and have a beer? Because he would always invite me. And I would never go in no crackhead's house.
Right. But
so
it's funny how this situation make you be like, man, it's believe me. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I said, fuck it. You got a beer? Yeah, I got a beer.
Right.
So walk in there. And this guy was missing teeth. He looked like a jack-o'-lantern.
Right.
Okay. So he offers me a beer. And he starts.
Yeah.
And for the first time in my life, I felt down. Like I was kicked out of my house.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, when you smoked it, how did you know that you were hooked?
Right.
And he goes, the first time I tried it. That's what he said. And I was like, the first time you tried it? And then I said, I'll tell you what, don't know me, nothing, just let me get a hit. And he stopped me, bro. And he said this, Tony, he said, you still have your mother and your father, right? And I said, yes. He goes, go home to them. I don't know what happened in your life. Go home to them. I don't have a mother or father. I don't have anybody. He goes, this is just what I do. This is not for you. A crackhead told me that,
man,
bro.
that nigga kept it gangster, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga saved your life.
It's true.
That's crazy.
It's true, bro.
Hey, God be sending messages to different motherfuckers, bro. You got to be watching who you be rolling out and shit like that.
It's true, bro. It's true. And
Damn.
Then I've been with celebrities that like, hey, you want a line?
Yeah, man. Hey, bro, the shit get tricky. You know, man, listen, bro. You know, we be, you know what I'm saying? This the LA shit. This the, and bro, that shit bring you down. This ain't like the 80s neither, too. They putting fentanyl and shit. You thinking you getting high, you low. You fuck around think you high, get to sweating, your heart, and then you dead.
Then you dead.
Like, I've lost so many friends, bro. I've lost so many friends to overdoses, so many friends to murder. But overdose, man, bro, I got some real close friends that ain't here no more. You heard me?
Yeah.
For sure. Rest in peace to them.
Rest in peace to them.
So I understand he saved your life, brother.
Yeah. And I did go home and I made things right.
Shout out to that, man.
So, and you know what? All I had to do was say that I was sorry.
That's it.
And they forgave me.
You had to humble your tongue, man.
Yeah. Sometimes we have to eat humble pie.
You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Get that mouthpiece in.
Okay. Rude boy.
Rude boy.
Remind me of Prince because he was a rude boy.
So rude boy I wrote in jail. You heard me?
Okay.
When I told her I had just the little, and it was bullshit. It was just like, it was 8 days, if that. It was a bullshit. And I pride myself on not going to jail, brother. I pride myself on moving correctly and shit like that.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So shit like this. So while I was in there, I was with my celly was a nigga that doing life. And he was younger than me, you heard me? He was 24, 23, big nigga, played football and all that. And he was keeping his hopes up. And I told him I rapped, and he called his girl and he told his girl to look me up. And he did, and he came to the cell. He was so motivated, even though I didn't do nothing as far as big. He was so motivated to just be in a cell with a nigga that had some type of songs and shit like that. And I seen how happy he was to do music. And I'm like, well, fuck it, bruh. Let's write some songs then. I was trying to get his mind off of this L.
Yeah.
Cause he got life. You heard me? You're a 3-striker, all 3 violent crimes. So I'm like, fuck it. While I'm in here, I'm gonna make this nigga mind get off this. So that was one of the songs that I wrote in there. And I want to drop it when I got out. I dropped that bitch soon as a matter of fact, the first day I got out. So, yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to my nigga D-Thing, man. Hope you come home. You heard me?
And here's All I Know.
All I know.
Self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory, bro. That's all I know. Like, now I can choose to do other.
Right.
But all I know is this. All I know.
Okay.
And I was just speaking on just the street part. I ain't speaking on like love or I did speak a little bit. I ain't speak about like family shit like that.
Right.
Just speaking about in the street way. That's all I know. If we just talk about street and coming up, that's all I know.
Okay. Now, are there any visuals to this?
Yeah, I'm dropping All I Know in 2 days. I'm dropping All I Know in 2 days.
Oh, so it's already done.
Yeah, I got honestly, bro, I have 15 videos pre-shot already. I just dropped 4 already. 3 albums, 4 off the new, and then I got, like I said, 12 to 15 already pre-shot that I'm just doing. And I was just been working, bro, because I took a little hiatus, you heard me, off my shit. Like even when I met Big Bro, like, had to fall back and really I went back to my passive shit and shit like that. So me coming back, I just want to show niggas wasn't fucking with me. Just got back better.
Yeah.
Got a little bit more wiser, you heard me?
Any features on these songs?
Nah, not on this tape.
Okay.
The tape before, so I dropped, this is Pablo for President. The tape before, that one was Back from the Dead.
Okay.
That was 4 songs. I got 1 feature, which was my girl, Paris Monet. Dope female singer, artist from the Bay, but just dope. And then the tape before that was Chapo Story too. Okay. And I had 1 feature was Mr. Fab, my brother from Oakland. That's it, bruh.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: if you have 3 choices, they could be alive or deceased. They could be a rapper, singer, whatever. But to collab on a song with. 3 choices. Okay.
David Ruffin.
Okay.
Number 1. Tupac, number 2. It's a toss-up between Prince and Mike, bruh. God damn, you doing that shit, bruh. I'ma just have to say Prince, because I seen him with more bitches, so I knew he'll bring some, if I was singing Prince, some bitches to the studio.
All right. I'll give you mine. I said him before, and I'll stick to him. To me, I would want to do something with Marvin Gaye, even though I'm not a rapper, but I would want to produce.
Shout out to Marvin, bro.
I would want to do something.
The Beanie Marvin or the Heard It Through the Grapevine Marvin? Because it's 2 different Marvins, brother. You talking to a classic oldies guy now.
All of them, bro. Because I Heard It Through the Grapevine's a fucking classic.
Crazy.
Bro, and then when he did that one song.
The Working on the Railroad.
There's another one, bro, that he did. Maybe you guys can help me. My Mistake Was Loving You.
He must have did that on the album that he gave to his wife. You remember he did an album where he gave it to his ex-wife, like he called it "Here, My Dear" or some shit.
Yeah, and then
because that was Berry Gordy's sister he married. You know that, huh?
No, that part I didn't.
You didn't know that, brother?
No,
he married Berry Gordy's. Like she was fucking this nigga since he was with Moses. She was old as fuck, and yeah, man, she was over there getting that. She wanted some young dick, man.
There it is. There.
You heard me? He knocked him a cougar.
And then my next one would be Bob Marley.
Shout out to Bob.
And then the next one was a Mexican artist named Juan Gabriel from Mexico. Rest in peace.
Yeah?
Yeah, he had classics.
I'm going to have to hear his music.
Yeah, he has some classics. But those will be my 3. Now, I'm surprised because every time I ask people that question, they never say Drake. You Drake. Lil Wayne.
Cause I feel like they more attainable, bro. Like I done been in the same buildings as these niggas.
Okay.
You heard me? I ain't been in the same. I didn't like David Ruffin Jr. is my dog, his son. Mm-hmm. We real cool. We share music as far as what he do, shit like that. He actually gonna be on my next album.
Okay. Now, before we get off this album right here, production. Shout out to
so this one right here was from my nigga KT from Switzerland, right? Yeah, Switzerland. I thought he was from some Switzerland, and he dope as fuck. You heard me? So he produced all the tracks on this one. The last one, Back from the Dead, I got KT and I got my nigga from Baton Rouge, D-Raw, made this, and I got DJ B Real, a Baton Rouge legend. So I want to say on El Chapo Story 2, it's KT, D-Raw made this, and DJ B Real. Now, prior to me took my little break, both my niggas who did my beats got murdered, bro, in Baton Rouge, you heard me?
Wow.
And then as far as I know, like, when you got a chemistry with niggas, and you ain't even got to, like, my dogs, Nayo, and I didn't even have to tell them shit. They was the type of niggas they'll force me to, like, bro, Pablo, I want to hear you on this. Like, even if I, like, bro, I can hear you on this, just please. Or, Pablo, just freestyle for me. And that type shit. Just go in the booth, So these niggas forced me to be great.
Yeah, they pushed you. They brought that out of you. Yeah,
so once they got killed, bro.
It's hard to find that.
It fucked me up. I still dipped and dabbed, but it fucked me up because they died so young. They was younger than me. And, I just always show love to these niggas, man. I flew them to Cali. I let them see different shit that Baton Rouge niggas didn't see. So rest in peace, Austin, bro. And rest in peace, Nayo. So that's crazy that I'm starting to get some type of relationship back with my new beat makers. I ain't met some of them yet, you heard me? But that's where we at with it. And that's a big blow when you be losing some of your science when you come to making music. Because my first 3-4 mixtapes, albums, they produced all of that shit.
Yeah. Okay, right here it says Pablo for President. That's the name of the album, okay? And it's on all platforms, correct?
All platforms, for sure.
So now it says Pablo for President 2024. So now I want to ask you, 2024, Biden or Trump?
Biden or Trump?
Yes.
Man, that's so crazy. Probably shit, I might have to go with Biden. I got to go with Biden, I think.
Okay.
I think I got to go with Biden, bro, because Trump trying to put walls up and different shit like that, bro, and making the numbers go high on other shit. So we ain't fucking with that. And you know what I'm saying? He on some hating shit, brother, making the numbers in that's why I say vote for Pablo, bro. You motherfuckers want the numbers to come down. You tired of these bitch ass niggas ratting. Vote for Pablo, brother. You tired of hearing about these double up stories? We gonna bring the double up back in real life, man. Vote for Pablo, brother. We gonna show y'all what double ups really is. We gonna bring the double ups back, bro.
There it is there.
I swear to God.
Now, let me answer this. Would you collab or have any of them ever asked you for a feature Chicano rappers?
Guns Lonzo.
Okay.
Guns yes, sir. Guns Lozano, my dog from Bums Get Rich. He doing movies and everything now. Shout out to my dog.
Okay. Anybody out there, if you might have heard of through social media that you think is dope? Anybody come to mind?
I fuck with matter of fact, I got a song with I gotta put the verse down. So I got a song with my dog Pesci and Swifty Blue. You heard me?
Okay. I had Swifty here twice.
Swifty from Long Beach though.
Oh, it's a different.
No. I'm tripping. Swifty from Paramount. I
almost said it wrong too. Paramount.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
I fuck with dude. I fuck with Lefty Gunplay.
Okay.
I like how he coming right now to keep it gangster with you. Seem like he more of a freestyler and can get in his bag and pocket like that. So I fuck with dude. I fuck with Lil Peso.
Okay.
Where he from? Dago or something? Or he from LA?
No, I think he's from out here, bro.
He hard.
Yeah, I think
I fuck with him.
Now there's another Peso from Texas.
No, not Peso. That's the nigga from Sign with Sauce Walker.
Yeah.
He want to be a nigga. He ain't know. He ain't. I'm not hearing nothing. Okay. I'm not hearing nothing. Really, I'm from Baton Rouge, so I don't really fuck.
Okay, what about I think it's Mexican OT?
He hard.
Okay. I think he's probably the guy making the most noise on a more of a commercial mainstream level than possibly any other Latino.
I remember Cap G was doing his thing years ago. Like Cap G had this shit just was going crazy, bruh. I just been with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
I just with your girlfriend.
And then now it's like you don't even hear of him.
Well, because he put a lot of niggas on. He playing the backfield. He probably getting checks from putting other niggas on. Because he put I seen that man. It's a couple niggas he put on. D Baby doing this shit too from Texas.
Okay.
He hard.
How many babies is there out there?
Man, bro, I'm starting to call these niggas infants, man. Toddlers and shit.
Because they're like, oh, the baby and the D baby, and then the who baby, my baby, and I'm like, okay, which one, bro?
Bruh, this shit getting tricky. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh well, all right. I'm just
start calling these niggas daycare, man.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, respectfully, I can't call another dude baby.
Right.
You know, like, what's up, baby?
I ain't never. You know what's so crazy, bro? I ain't never really sit there and dissect. That is true though.
Yeah. Look, I know in New York they use this word because Mike Tyson called my brother this. My brother went up to Mike Tyson, and he said,
"Man, you know Mike too."
Well, I met him a couple of times, and we went up to Mike Tyson. My brother goes, "Let me get a picture with you," and he kissed my brother in the cheek, and he goes, "Not right now, Poppy. There's some white people over there," and he goes, "What's wrong with them?" He goes, "I don't take pictures with them," and I was like, "All right, cool." Mike Tyson told my brother that, but he called him Poppy,
right?
You know,
but he was just showing love and showing.
He was showing love. He was showing.
And then
love.
again, this is the most dangerous man in the world at the time, probably. So I don't think you want to question Mike.
You don't want.
And shout out to Mike fighting Jake Paul coming up. And I hope he win. Who you got your money on, brother?
Well, of course, Mike Tyson's the fucking king, but Jake Paul's punk ass was gonna wear that headset.
No, this is a real sanctioned fight.
Okay, from what I heard, please do your homework on it. From what I heard, that they okayed him for him to wear the headset.
So a sanctioned fight is gonna be on their record. They just sanctioned it, so I don't know.
Okay,
so,
then maybe that was in the.
I think at first it was the head.
Yeah.
Mike just put on his page that they sanctioned it. So this might be the real deal.
I hope Mike knocks his ass out, bro.
Some of Mike's best fights have been against taller opponents.
Yeah.
The people that were shorter too, they
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And who you got?
I got Mike.
Okay,
Mike at 57, I got Mike, bro.
Fuck,
Mike is in good shape right now.
Still
all
incredible.
He has to do, bro, is have his cardio up.
Yes.
I'm looking for that shit that he took, that little frog shit, whatever he did. You know, what was it? That's what it was. Man, whatever. I'm looking for it now, bro. So Tony, y'all know where's that? Fuck with me. Or anybody watching, y'all comment, let me know where to find it at.
I got Mike Tyson, but yeah, he was training, and you know, I just hope it's a good fight because. You know, lately there's been a lot of bullshit fights.
Bullshit, man.
Shout
out to Ryan, though. Ryan just shocked the world. Did you watch that fight?
Yes, but today ESPN shocked the world.
What you mean?
And said that Ryan Garcia tested positive for steroids for that fight.
You lying, bro.
Today they released it.
Swear to God.
Yeah, ESPN and Ryan Garcia just released the video saying, well, if I did it, why didn't you stop the fight? Or why didn't you, because they test you before and after, you know?
Bro, I didn't know that.
Yeah, today they just released it, bro. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But how would they find out if he really did that shit?
Supposedly in boxing, because that's was my number one sport. They piss test you before and after.
I love boxing. I'm telling you this now. I love boxing. I grew up like fucking with this shit. Not in the gym, but in the street boxing.
Yeah, they test you before and after. And they're saying that after was where he got it.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Because he was bulked the fuck up, though. He was bulked up.
Yeah. And then Canelo and fucking De Las Nalgas de la Hoya got into a verbal argument. Yeah, De La Hoya straight told Canelo, yeah, you failed 2 drug tests for 2 fights during the press conference. And Canelo that's when he called him, you fucking maricon. You know, he goes, you fucking thief. You know, you rob people.
Yeah, you do.
You know, and he was just talking shit about him. And so I don't know if that's real beef or that's just
they trying to sell a fight.
Fight hype.
I mean, Canelo's strong as fuck though, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but I wouldn't. I like to just say he natural. I never knew he took no motherfucking steroids.
Yeah, well, De La Hoya said you failed 2 drug tests.
But how you feel about that? You feel like if you take steroids, they should not get like Barry Bonds, right? They say Barry Bonds did the steroids. They say Mike McGuire did the steroids.
Same thing, yeah.
So,
but they crucified Barry Bonds and not Mark McGuire.
For sure.
You know? So my thing is this. I know with Barry Bonds, I think they just said just put an asterisk by his name because they're saying he cheated because he used steroids or whatnot. Okay, look, if it's true that Ryan Garcia did take steroids, should we go as far as saying that was not a win or a loss, or give Devin Haney the win over him? I mean, what would be fair?
I watched that. I mean, bro, he beat the fuck out of him that whole fight.
He did.
It's a difference, brother.
You know, he did.
Beat the fuck out of him that whole fight.
You know,
and he could have finished it in the third, fourth, but he got tired in the fourth, fifth, and sixth. He took them rounds off.
Okay, now let's just say Ryan did have the steroid. Let's just hypothetically, let's say he did. Bro, you were open for that left hook all fucking night, bro. The steroids didn't put your guard down.
Elementary.
Yeah.
And dude, Devin was just throwing the little jabs. He should have doubled up. He should have threw counters. He should have threw combinations.
Yeah.
He was trying to just throw that little weak ass jab, bro. You got to switch it up. You got to learn how to adapt in that bitch. Your game plan to work, you got to adapt.
Yeah, so that dropped today, so
I got to check that out too. That's fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy as fuck.
It is. So that's why it's kind of hard for me to order a fight for $100.
No, I watched that one on YouTube, brother.
Or a Fire Stick.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it gangster. I watched that bitch straight off YouTube, me and my girl. I ain't lying. And then I watched the one that was fucked up. They had damn near half the screen missing. Fuck them.
Exactly.
Because I knew some bullshit was going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm only ordering tank fights and shit like that.
There you go.
Right now. But I'm going to order the Mike Tyson, though, for sure.
Should they give Ryan Garcia a rematch with Tank?
Yes. Because his weight was drained. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see a real fight, bro. I want to see with both you even.
Yeah.
Tank came in heavier than him. And you and I both know, like, if you punch a skinnier motherfucker, I don't give a, like, if I punch on you and I'm stronger and heavier than you, you're not going to make it to them later rounds. I'm trying to fuck over you before we even get out there.
Yeah.
I'm already heavier than you.
Yeah. I think a big advantage for Ryan when he fought Devin was that he got into his head before the fight.
Yeah, he played crazy.
Yeah.
You had to get in that bag, man. He sold the fight great.
Yeah.
Ali did that to Foreman.
But Ali was the fucking greatest, bro.
Ali did it to Foreman, bro. He did that to Fraze.
Ali, boom, boy,
Ali was different, bro. People don't know that shit.
Yeah, and I met him. I got a chance to meet Ali.
Say, bro.
I'll tell you
who haven't. Let's go there. We gonna be a shorter list. Who haven't you met? Let's just go down that list.
Okay,
we gonna make this motherfucker real short, man.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you who I haven't met, and I wish I would have met him because I would like to have a conversation with him, not a debate. Not a religious debate, but a conversation with him, Malcolm X.
I was just about to say Malcolm X. Damn, bro.
Yeah. Honestly, bro. Honestly. Because this guy loved and fought and was passionate for his people. Bro.
Right.
You know, and according to documentaries, his own people killed him.
Well, no, it came out. It's no allegedly. Like, the motherfucker who killed him and all that. Like, all that shit came out.
If it's the one you're talking about, it's called Who Shot Malcolm X on Netflix.
Yes, it is.
That's a really, really good doc.
It is, bro.
Yeah.
And that's fucked. He went through so much, though. Man, when you come from the street nigga shit, and then you try to find God, and then you try to whoop, and then you try to, like, shit get tricky, bro. Sometimes it make you feel like, man, I should have just stayed a fucking demon, bro. I ain't lying. Look at Nip, bro. Rest in peace, man. As soon as you show love, man, niggas whack you out. That's why I'm like, fuck a nigga. Fuck progression as far as me trying to tell somebody, if you ain't got the own game, fuck you. Because as soon as you try to whoop, they'll backdoor you, backstab you, Julius Caesar. You, not everybody, but fuck it. I ain't got no time for all this shit.
Last time I was in New York, my boy DJ Thorough, he lives in Harlem, so I stayed with him. He showed me the street corners where Malcolm X will preach. And
Harlem.
Yes, Harlem.
Harlem, for sure.
And he goes, next time you come, I'm going to take you to his house because there's no houses in Harlem. And I was like, all right. And that kind of fucked me up.
So he stayed in Harlem? I mean,
he was just in Harlem all the time, but he lived outside of Harlem.
Okay, because you know they burnt his house down like, what, twice or some shit? What, was that the house he brought you to?
Yeah, but it's still there.
It's still there.
It's still there. It's still there.
That's crazy.
As a matter of fact, I got the address on my text. He sent me the text and he showed me the picture. He goes, "I'll take you there next time."
You felt weird when you got there? You felt like some spirits or some shit?
Yeah,
or
because
like,
I'm just thinking, bro, this man lived right here, bro.
Did it look burnt down? How they did it?
No, they actually renovated it, but it's still the same location.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. So
how many bedrooms?
I don't even know. As a matter of fact, let me look right now, bro. It's crazy.
Because look, I want to, my brother stay in Detroit, you heard me? So when I go out there, I'm going to Hitsville, and then I'm going to David Ruffin old house. I'm going to Marvin Gaye old house. You heard me? You know, all them motherfuckers had houses in Detroit in the 50s and 60s and shit like that.
Have you went to Marvin's last house out here?
He stayed in the hood, matter of fact.
Yeah, where his own father.
His own father killed him, man. Matter of fact, my nigga stayed a couple houses from him, brother, and was seeing
wow.
when Marvin was on high, like he was intoxicated, you know.
Wow.
And so he dealing with paranoia, shit like that. You hear me? You know that if you do too much coke, you know how that shit'll get you.
Yes. Okay.
Especially back then, they had that. They had that Richard Pryor back then, brother.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if this is it.
For real.
There it is right here. Check it out. So
That's hard.
yeah.
Look like it's 2 stories for sure.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
But that's where he lived, and that was his last house. So yeah. So other than that, Big Dog, is there anything that I didn't ask you? Anything you want to promote? Because I know my boy tell me today, which I didn't know about you, that you actually have done some acting.
Yeah, well, I did a movie in Baton Rouge, me and my dogs, you hear me? It's called Juggin'. It's on YouTube. Y'all go look that bitch up, Juggin'. Probably at Chapo.
Juggin', how do you spell that?
Juggin.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you tell them what jugging means? Because some people don't know.
Juggin' mean like hustling, trapping.
Okay.
Jugging, you know what I'm saying? Trapping, getting it in, shit like that. And we it was like me and my niggas all rapped, but we rest in peace Harley King, he died. You heard me? Just got killed and shit. But it was me and my niggas, bro. We was the hottest niggas in the city, you heard me? All independent, and we put our shit together and made the movie, bro. It's dope as fuck. That shit was hard, bro. It was just like great storyline. And then with that bitch, it was like a musical too, because every other scene we'll rap in that bitch. So we'll do some real acting,
right?
And then it'll go to either my nigga solo song, do acting. The next scene, my solo song, do acting. Next scene might be the group song. You heard me?
Yeah.
And it was like that. So shout out to Square Business Bird. Shout out to my nigga Scotty, and rest in peace Harley Kim, man.
All good, man. Anything else that we can expect from Pablo El Chapo 2024?
For sure, bro. I'm dropping a tape every month on the 1st, bro. Every month, you heard me? We got El Chapo Story 3. Next the following month, I got Pablo for President 2. I'm probably gonna double back and do 3. But I got Baton Rouge Nino Brown 2, Big Scum Lord 2. You heard me? So I'm just dropping every month, bro. I got material. Look out for the videos. You know what I'm saying? It's GMM or nothing. You heard me? Pablo versus everybody, bro. That's what it is, bro. You heard me?
If anybody wants a feature, they can reach you at your Instagram, correct?
Yes, Pablo El Chapo.
Okay.
Pablo El Chapo.
Make sure you
DM
guys
all
hit him
business and all that, man. Shout out to you for this platform. You heard me? And you've been doing your shit, bro. Like, I see you putting that work in. I'm glad to even keep it going, be part of that shit, bro. You can't stop. We definitely need a platform to put this shit out. Shout out to my nigga DeAndre Bond. Shout out to my dog Alex, man. We putting this shit together, man. This for the have-nots.
All good, man.
All gutter babies, man.
Alex, you got anything over there?
Just I know him for a while, and so I encourage people to go ahead and check out his music. I've been listening to him it's like 10 years ago.
For sure.
He's got a few major features and stuff like that. So just check out his music. One of them hit 1 million almost, right?
Yeah, for sure. 2 of them.
Yeah, a few of them.
Rest in peace, my nigga G Money, man.
Yes.
Yeah, so me and Kevin Gates got 1 million. Me and my dog, G Money, rest in peace. We got 1 million. You know what I'm saying? We just steady working, bro. My last one almost at 200,000 as far as the one I dropped on my 4 videos. The original first one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just steady working, bro. We just steady working. You heard me getting back to that. I'm just standing on my craft and my art. You heard me?
Yes. Any other shout outs you want to give before we close it out?
Man, shout out to my daughters, man. Shout out to London, Amina. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm doing it for my babies, bro. You hear me? Shout out to your platform.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All good. I want to give my shout outs to be quick. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody on the live chat, everybody who joined in tonight, everybody who tapped in, everybody who decided not to be on the live chat, everybody who liked, commented, subscribed. Thank you. And then I also want to thank Alex Cervantes Enterprise. Also, I want to thank Marvelous Inc., one of my co-hosts, Norbert, News and Norbies, my son B Scallons for helping me promote this.
Yeah.
Also the Hip Hop Jedi, and once again Magic Girl's birthday month. So once again, you see in the super chat, or you go to her page, wish her happy birthday all month long. Okay, we're celebrating months, no longer days. Okay, so much love and respect. Pablo Chapo, Muchas gracias. Thank you for coming through. All love, my brother. Let me know when something new drops, and we'll bring you back.
Man, every month, man, I'm fucking with y'all. We family now. Y'all done fucked around and brought me in this bitch. It's over with now.
All good. All right, take us away, Alex.
You got